to take a fight. They're trying to apply all their pressure to the Spectre, but they don't have the break with them right now. As Mira taking the brunt of damage from Nisha on this ring. He's popped his BKB, wants to finish off the Invoker. He does so successfully. Now that's an instant buyback from him. As Nisha, only with one smoke screen to go, Collapse is trying to bash him down. He will do so. They will buy him back immediately, though. Now, continuing on the fight is Foxy dies inside that kinetic field. Mickey trying to apply some pressure to Laurel. He's only at head health, but there's the break. Can they finish off the Spectre? But no, not going to be enough damage. At least not yet, but jumping in is Collapse to try to finish the job. But there's the Manta style, keeping him alive. Yatara, though, very healthy, will claim the kill for himself. Now focusing on Zai, whose Primal Split is already down. Barely lives to the last Gemini attack. Big Sunstrike coming out, double kill for Yatoro. And just like that, I mean, effectively it's a 4v3 right now, but there were some buybacks coming out.
It's a dieback on Ricky. Nisha's game really starting to go down the drain here. He is now 6th on net worth, behind every other core. Mid Ricky, we said it when the game began, it's a very snowball-y hero, and he was off to a good start, but as big as that snowball became, it kind of just came crashing down, and he just lost all of his advantage. And this game, to me right now, it's all Yatoro and Collapse just flat out overpowering them, just kiting them around these fights, outlasting the Primal Split, outlasting the Ricky damage. Yatoro with the Satanic, effectively second life in that fight. Collapse just keeps playing the angles with the ult, so beautifully executed from Spirit. Now 12k up. And if last game is anything to go by, Weaver is not struggling with killing Spectre late game as long as there's a break in play. So
yep, true.
You don't have to worry if you're a Spirit fan that they're going to run out of firepower. Tiny is also a little bit of a wild card in that regard. Sure, he's the one applying the Silver Edge, but he could technically Silver Edge hit and then get a couple of trees on with his BKB volley.
They force out Zai's BKB already. Taro will take that. He obviously still has his Aegis, so Sanders trying to get the tower. Mickey coming in. They do a lot of damage to Yataro, but he's going to be able to live through his onslaught. He's going to get glimpsed back, though. Exploding there as well. Satanic healing up nice and sound. Going for a potential kill onto Zai now instead. How is he still alive? This is basically a 4v1. Yataro and Shikuchi's away very safely as Collapse buying some time. With that crippling fear as the Primal Split is used from Zai. And if they can't get anything out of this, it'll be a disaster for Liquid.
We got a BKB.
Flips back, but the BKB's there, and they effectively get no kills. They do force out a BKB or two, but that's a big ult down.
Boosting that split could potentially open the door, but Yatoro decided to TP back to base, so he's gonna continue farming up, approach that level 25, which is even more of a damage boost for him. We've seen how hard he's hitting already. Another Geminate attack. Or the Shikuchi talent if he wants that one. Both talents are incredibly good. Shikuchi dropping from 6 to 3.5 second cooldown with that talent allows you to position yourself in the fight very quickly and keep being mobile. But I reckon he's probably going to take the Geminate attack and just try to overpower them during the CC.
Plus that's going to be more effective at sieging high ground anyway.
Yep. Oh man, Weaver with Alacrity seems to be something. He is so strong. Okay, they find Mickey here. He's immediately going to jump out.
Yep, looks like he's fine. Dodge the bullet there. Liquid going to try to defend this eventual push. Still 2.5 minutes on the Aegis, so they don't have to rush this from the Spirit side. The items are starting to be a little bit too crazy from Spirit. From Laurel alone, we talked about that Silver Edge. His Ags doesn't purchase any components yet, but he's almost done with it. Zai can be found by Collapse and have to BKB. Fine as a result.
Bounty.
Oh, he actually finds him with the Avalanche. Inkswell's coming as well. Gonna pop that Manta, get stunned out outright. Do they have the damage to take him out? There's the Silver Edge break, and with Collapse there to hold it down, that is a very big kill. 80 seconds of no Mickey.
Nobody nearby from his team to help him there. Gotta wonder if that was maybe a little bit too aggressive of a position to be farming in the current game state. All of the top side of the map was completely free and available for him, but playing in that bottom half with no backup, that one hurts. He has no buyback. I mean, Spirit don't know this for a fact. If they knew, I think it's Helena Barracks. Honestly, I don't see how you take a fight ever without Spectre alive. You can try to stall it out, but Yatoro has already shown to be way too overpowering. now with that level 25 taunt, he might honestly be able to almost one-shot supports before they even have time to react. So really got to be on your toes here.
Yeah, they're definitely playing it safe. Even if they force the buyback, this is a hero that just gets into the fight so fast.
Is under attack.
Still, I mean, they have that Aegis, so it feels like this next minute, or now, you want to try to push the envelope. Here. Delay tactics from Liquid, glimpsing. Toro in the base now, focusing on the building. Lackerty's there as well. Collapse pops his ult, onto the high ground they go. These buildings melt. 7 seconds for Mickey to come back.
Collapse hit for 500. We're talking about your Tauros damage, but this Night Stalker is no joke either.
Yeah, boom, boom. Down goes the melee racks. See if they back away. Still 30 seconds on this Aegis, so don't really have to if they don't want to, but disciplined play from Spirit in this crucial game number 3. Winner of this top 3 at TI. Loser goes to the loser's bracket. The lowers bracket. Whatever you want to call it. Okay. Mickey with the Shadow Step, able to find a support in the form of Maposhka.
Yeah, he didn't last long. Immediate Reality and then Abyssal last him. You're not going to survive that as Grimstroke unless you have an Eon Disc here. The kill is just way too quick, so at the very least, Liquid open up a little bit here. Now the question is if they can capitalize on it. They're trying to with this smoke, but Spirit being very careful with their position. To get any more spot here.
Zai just pushing out the lanes, knowing that this tier 2 tower, this outer tower, at all costs. Okay, working on a Scotty. Already one ultimate orb in if he wants to purchase it.
I wonder if this is the best item to buy here. I think it's kind of difficult because arguably you also really want either a Nullifier or Bloodthorn, so you can go in, isolate targets and kill them. Maybe he feels like he needs a little bit of an all-around tanking from this Scotty, but this is a game where Spectre needs to get 6 slotted to have any hope. And still quite a bit to cover for that. Still rocking an Urn. I would love to replace that one. I mean, he's considered, I want to say, relatively poor on the spec in this game. He has almost 400 CS and still...
Well, compared to the Spear.
Yeah, but also just when Spectre has this many creeps and this KDA, I feel like usually the hero has a little bit more show for it. 43 in, like, I would think this Urn would have been replaced already, so I wonder where all that gold went. I mean, that's just them being cornered in the base, right? He's probably getting some lower quality CS as well in terms of overall net worth, not killing the Ancients, not getting bigger creeps. Be a little bit misleading.
Spirit, we'll see if they want to just wait for Roche. Another minute away. Smoke from Liquid, though. Gem still on Collapse. I feel like he has not died in quite a while. He's had that for really long. 7, 4, and 10 right now. Probably one of the scariest heroes. The Night Stalker, just coming up high ground, walking through terrain with that crippling fear. As this tier 2 tower will fall. Spirit positioning themselves for the Roshan to come. It is a minute until nighttime, so if it's not a fast spawn, it'll end up in the top area of the map. Who that ends up benefiting.
Well, I know one hero that likes when it's nighttime.
True.
I have my favorite for that type of fight.
Invisibility!
He has his ult anyway, so at this stage it doesn't really matter.
But even if, I mean, it means that if the fight extends really long, still we'll have an inherent advantage. Gate up here. Maybe try to get a flank move going. Do have a smoke on.
Ooh, really fast Roche. 8 seconds.
Oh, Mira gets caught immediately.
Yeah, deleted. Does have buyback though. That's a long respawn timer though. Might have to buy back here if you want to contest Roche. Crippling Fear initiation from Collapse with a Nullifier, bringing Dark Willow down to her knees. Boxy's dead. Now Collapse standing his ground against Nisha. Doesn't really care about anybody. Primal Split already activated. Laurel swiftly killing a couple of them. gonna get pursued. He's gonna get dusted. In fact, now he's kind of all alone. He's gonna get abyssal bladed by Mickey inside that static storm. Now, big kill for Liquid. No buyback for Laurel at all. They do find Ricky on the other side, so big trade for the likes of Team Spirit. Now, Mickey trying to run away, being pursued. Nullifier with the blink from Collapse. Double kill for Yotaro, and Roche will be joining you very shortly.
And despite having that Ag Static Storm, if they don't have the Ag Static Storm, I think Tiny doesn't die. He couldn't use the cheese, right? So that could have been big for Liquid, but it's just not enough. Ricky keeps being traded away in every fight. Spirit are on top of him now. Try to siege the high ground once again. And with these buybacks unavailable, this is absolutely the second lane.
Oh, yeah.
They could probably get second lane plus Roche here. We'll see if they try to fight over more than that, if they want to try to get Megas even. I mean, Weaver pushes stupidly hard. It's a very, very quick push.
Yep, that is backdoor protection. Doesn't matter.
Oh, all right.
Like the old Dota 1 days. Now the backdoor protection's gone. This is second lane of racks for Team Spirit.
That took 10 seconds. They could get Megas here for sure. He's not going to back off.
50 seconds of no Spectre, 30 of no Ricky. Just a Brewmaster and 2 supports.
They're going to keep glimpsing back.
The damage is still applied. It could be global for all he cares. The late tax is coming from Liquid again. The BKB pop from Collapse. They have the win in their sights. They take out the tier 3, but now backing away.
Yep, Primal Split. They're gonna respect that with the Ricky respawning. And this means now in the upcoming fight, if there is one, Spirit will be inherently favored once again with that advantage. No Primal Split.
Well, it means they can just go for Roche.
They're gonna have Ascension, exactly. So it's not even gonna be a fight. But if there were to be one, Liquid would be wise to stay away from this one.
Roche wants to leave, knowing what fate is coming for him.
God, this
There's the Aghanim Scepter, by the way.
Wild.
So that is going to be
all right.
The Aegis, the cheese, and now Refresher Shard, which Collapse is going to hold for the time being.
Did I hear a cheese?
Well, there's still a cheese on.
No, we had that already, right? I think they instantly ate cheese.
Okay. Really hungry. He definitely ate it.
Sometimes you're just hungry. What do you know?
It happens. Aghanim Scepter now there for Maposhka, by the way. I talked about this as a potential thing, is Dark Fortress.
Well, they find Mira.
He bought back recently, so that's technically a dieback, 5v4.
They need to hurry back to base. This is fast.
Range Rax is going to die with one more right click. In fact, they might be destroying for the kill chase. Collapsing into perfectly fair. There's the Abyssal Blade as well. Is that enough damage to actually get a kill here as Mickey trying to limp back to his fountain, but Laurel and company forcing out the fortification. Now Laurel looks like he's going to be the sacrifice for Team Spirit. So they don't get what they came for, but they did force a fortification.
Yeah, Weaver needs 4 free seconds, and this is Megas. Honestly, Yotaro could maybe Shukuchi in there, pop BKB, and just go for it, but playing it really safe here.
Yeah, true.
Not going to take that risk. Collapse looked to have the opposite opinion. He popped his BKB trying to commit, but they ended up kind of having to back out. Or rather, no, actually, he didn't pop his BKB. He popped his BKB to escape away from the glimpse, so take that back. They were kind of on the same page, so that was a reset moment. Now, Liquid, will you try to do something with this 5-on-3? Buyback available on Tiny. Spirit, just get the hell out of here. Around.
A gift from the tempest of battle. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Being stuck in their own. Okay.
Holy!
Getting surrounded and destroyed. Does have his buyback intact.
He was not ready for that jump.
Everything out here. The Primal Split taking out the tier 3 tower in the bot lane and now focusing on the barracks. Team Spirit, are you going to lose a barracks after all of this? Collapse, again, still has his buyback available. Primal Split is ending though, so not a whole lot of tower damage after the fact.
His Dark Portrait is effectively forcing them out. Look at it. Oh my god.
Pretty strong.
Yep.
Won't lie. Doesn't it do more damage than Spectre?
That's about the same, I think.
Right? 150% outgoing damage. Strong, man.
Yep.
So the barracks will remain for Spirit, and the buyback as well for Collapse, which is definitely the bigger deal at the stage of the game. Is it? Still, that does put a bit of pressure on the Spirit, because now you got 45 seconds you got to wait. That takes it off the Aegis, so it's essentially a minute to work with the Aegis.
If Collapse hadn't died there, this... Oh.
That was creeps. He was killing creeps.
Yeah, I mean, I just heard a really loud sound. I was like, what the hell was that? No, I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Zai's going to be spotted. Taro's like, oh, there's a panda here. Forcing out the BKB. Zai still doesn't seem too bothered by this.
It's a decent chunk of Spirit's lead that was lost there in that exchange. Liquid got a couple of towers. They got a big kill. Suddenly starting to feel within reach for them once again. And if they can outlast the Aegis and take one good team fight, all of a sudden this can start getting really, really interesting. Spirit are probably going to try to force this bottom barracks within the next minute, I would imagine. They really want to just escort this creep wave that they've got coming. Liquider's not going to let them reach the base. They will try to take this fight outside. Smoked up on Brewmaster with the ninja gear.
Butterfly now secure for Mickey, despite Yatoro having MKB.
Base. Too worried about the implications of this fight, our Spirit. Calm.
Should know that there's still no fortification, but going for the bulldoze approach, maybe not best when you don't have a Spirit Breaker. That was a joke, thanks.
Yes.
Very tense moment now.
One guy in the audience liked it.
We all digest that great joke. Time of death, whatever, 51 minutes, 40 seconds into the game. Tormi's available. Nobody's thinking about that, though, other than me. 9K lead for Spirit, which at this stage, not very much, but the building advantage definitely in their favor. Collapse popping the ult, looking for Zai. Crippling Fear is there. Pops the BKB. That's all they wanted to get out of it. Nisha trying to go on top. You can see Abyssal Blade onto Laurel, stuck inside the static storm, pops his BKB of his own, and will walk away safely. Everyone just trying to wait out this primal split now. Collapse, looking for Nisha. Nullifier still applied as Laurel kind of just stuck in place. He's going to eat the cheese to survive. Nisha's dead, though, as Collapse basically soloed him. Does have the buyback available. DB expensive at this moment. Looks like Mickey's going to be next on the list, though.
No buyback on him?
That's big. No buyback for him, so that's a 4v5 essentially, with the buyback now coming out from Nisha. Collapse for the kill onto Zai. Tornado for the time being, already at half HP. He's just melting under the pressure. And that's another hero without buyback on the Liquid side. Effectively 5 versus 3. And all is open for Spirit to potentially take this game number 3. A couple of more right clicks and down go the rest of the buildings. Mega Creep secured for Team Spirit. Now going for the tier 4s. That's the last fortification for Liquid now. Toro is using Satanic to take off Curse Crown, not even caring about anybody. It's so much building damage. Already both tier 4s down to static, so they're putting all their efforts onto the Weaver. Laurel literally ignoring everybody, alone with Collapse, and they will take down the Ancient, and Team Spirit secure themselves top 3.
What a great game. Especially the first 20 to 25 minutes. These teams were so evenly matched.